Hey everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here. Today we're going to be talking about 1990s pennies, and there's a fair amount of them that you want to be on the lookout for that have errors or varieties. And I've compiled a list of all of the cherry picker ones. These are the ones that are accepted by the main grading companies and have some added value if you can find them, and they're just kind of widely accepted as the real errors to look for. So we have a presentation that shows clear photos of the errors. I'll explain those. I'll also talk about the prices that you can expect to find for each one. So we'll get right into the list, starting more towards 1990 and finishing with a 1999 coin. And our first error in the 1990s, there's going to be a lot to do with the AMs, and it's actually a really valuable error, but basically they used the wrong die on a few of these coins, and that results in the A and the M basically touching as opposed to having a healthy amount of space between the two, and the values are always kind of fluctuating a little bit, but $2,000 is kind of a floor in the AU range, which means there's a little bit circulation. Mint state coins can be 6,000, 10,000, even higher if the grade comes in higher than a 65, but definitely a coin to be looking out for. The nice thing, it's also the same for the 1992D, so it's on both 1992 and 1992D. It's normal if the, again, wide AM is present. When that AM is nearly touching, then that's when you have a money coin, and the values on the D coin are slightly lower, but still very significant. Most of these errors really don't cost this much. There's also a cool variety of errors kind of in the middle, or variety of varieties. In the reverse, there's a 1994 penny to look for, and it looks like there's extra kind of columns protruding from the Lincoln Memorial, and it'll be on the rightmost columns. And AU53 coins are worth about $40. Mint State 63 is $75 to $150. So a nice chunk of change, but not close to that close AM 1992 pair of coins. The 1995, I actually own this coin. It's really nice because it's pretty cheap. AU53 coins are about $5, while Mint State 63, you can probably get one for $25 to $50 for a slightly nicer example. But you can see there's strong doubling in the G and the O and the D. When you have it, it's probably easier to see it with a magnifier. The Liberty, I think you can see it with the naked eye, but it's best to have a magnifier. You'll see it also in the Liberty with some, significant doubling, slightly split serifs, some separation. 1995D, it's a little bit more valuable. There's a double die obverse where you can really see it in the In God We Trust. Again, clear doubling in the lettering. You've got some in the W. You've got, all throughout the In God We Trust. AU53 has a nice floor of $100, $250 to $400 for the Mint State ones. And then in 1996, there's also a double die. You can see it in the date. I actually don't see it quite as clearly. I mean, there is some separation. You can see it a little bit in the 9, and then kind of the 2 bars in the 6 are two, different separated 6s there. AU53 is $75. Mint State is $200 for a 63. Higher ends $300. And then we get to the 1997 doubled ear. It's a double diobverse, but it's really just a doubled ear here. Looks like a second earlobe there. And its AU53 is about $25. Mint State 63, $125. Mint State 65, $200. There's a lot of doubled ears also. I think I have a full video on them, but there's 1983D, 1984, 1988, 1997 is also one to look for this error. And then back to the AMs, like I alluded to, these are not quite as valuable, but normally in 1998, they're going to be close AM, but I believe for the proofs, they were supposed to be wide, and some of those proof dies struck business strike coins, and Mint State 63s are $25, Mint State 65s are $60. So again, wide AM for the 1998 is what you're going to want to look for. The same holds true for 1999. You want to be looking for the wide AM. There's also one in 2000 that's the exact same error, but 1999 is the most expensive out of them, with Mint State coins ranging from $100 to $200. So definitely something you want to be on the lookout for. Most of the AM stuff is this decade, but there's also a nice mix of varieties from a doubled ear to a double die obverse to a double die reverse. So lots to be looking for. Good luck finding them. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and get in touch with me on my website, treasuretownYT.com, Facebook, TreasureTown, Instagram @TreasureTownYT, or Twitter @TreasureTown_YT, and I'll look forward to seeing you on some of my future vids.